Washington, D.C. U.S. President Donald Trump has accused Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro of killing hundreds of Americans by allegedly trafficking deadly drugs into the United States. A statement made amid a dramatic escalation in U.S. Venezuela tensions. Speaking on Sunday, Trump said that Maduro's role in the flow of illegal narcotics had directly harmed Americans and justified unprecedented U.S. action against his regime. He further confirmed that the United States would take over the running of Venezuela during what he described as a transitional period to ensure stability. Trump did not provide specifics on how, when, or for how long the U.S. would govern Venezuela, but suggested that American energy companies were ready to enter the country's vital oil sector as part of the transition. The president's assertion comes against the backdrop of a major U.S. military operation in early January 2026. In which American forces reportedly struck targets in Venezuela and seized Maduro. According to U.S. sources, Maduro and his wife were flown to the United States to face federal charges, including allegations of drug trafficking. Venezuela's government has strongly condemned the action, calling it a violation of sovereignty, while some international actors and UN experts have expressed alarm over the use of force without broader global consensus or clear legal mandate. Trump's comments reflect the Trump administration's long-standing narrative linking the Maduro government to drug trafficking networks. U.S. officials have repeatedly accused Venezuela of enabling criminal drug operations targeting the U.S. market. However, independent analysts note that while Venezuelan criminal groups may play a role in trafficking networks, the claim that Maduro's activities have directly killed hundreds of Americans is not publicly documented or independently verified. Data on U.S. drug overdose deaths, particularly from synthetic opioids like fentanyl, generally points to trafficking routes through Mexico and Central America as major sources of supply, and experts have warned that attributing specific deaths to any single foreign leader's actions oversimplifies a complex issue. The U.S. operation and Trump's rhetoric have triggered strong reactions both domestically and internationally. Some foreign governments condemned the strikes as violations of international law, while others emphasized the need to address Venezuela's political and humanitarian crisis without external military intervention. Critics of Trump's approach argue that unilateral military action risks destabilizing the region, undermining international norms, and inflaming tensions in Latin America. Meanwhile, supporters within the U.S. government portray it as a necessary step in combating transnational crime and protecting American citizens. With Maduro reportedly in U.S. custody and potentially facing trial, the future of Venezuela's governance remains uncertain. Trump's promise to run the country raises questions about how and under what authority the United States will influence political transition, economic recovery, and diplomatic relations in the region. As this story continues to unfold, the international community will be watching closely for further developments on legality, humanitarian impact, and the broader implications for U.S. Latin America relations.